it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing the Black Booktuber Tag. I was actually tagged to do a tag. I was going to do this anyway because it was going around the rounds. It was making the rounds on BookTube, and I was like, I should do that. And then I was tagged by Jess. Her channel name is Jessica Nicole Dickerson. I will leave her down below along with the creator of this tag, who is Reading Black. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Once again, I'm late to every trend because I feel like almost everyone has done this tag already, but it is what it is. And what is this tag? This is basically a tag for Black booktubers to talk about stuff. You'll see. We're going to talk about it. The first question, prompt, whatever you want to call it, is to tell us about yourself. My name is Lucy. I'm 23 years old. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, at this address, just kidding. And I work as a software developer. I have a cat. He's sleeping in the corner right now. You've met him already probably if you've seen more than 2 of my videos. I feel like he makes an appearance in like every other video. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. On to the next. Who's a Black author that you love that a lot of people don't know about? So this question has revealed something. All the Black authors that I've read have been like fairly popular. I ended up going with the author whose books had the least reviews. So that's what my metric is for like a lot of people don't know about. But I don't think this author is really that unpopular, which kind of confused me. I guess a lot of people maybe are like me. Anyway, the author is Brandy Colbert, and I also kind of feel weird claiming that I love this author when I really only read one of her books, and that's probably all of everyone else's problems. Like, I really enjoyed the one book that I read by her. It was Little Online. I could go get it, but I'm not going to. And I really enjoyed that book. And then I have like literally all her other books on my TBR. I just have not read them yet, but I'm very convinced I'm going to enjoy all of them. Just the way she wrote in Little Online, I feel like is like a very me writing style. I don't know how to make that make sense. I have a feeling I'm gonna love all her books. So my homework after this video for the month of August is to read literally any of her other books. It'll probably be her newest release, The Voting Booth, which is now on the screen. Next question, favorite book about the Black experience. Okay, I'm gonna do something cliche. It is The Hate U Give. Do I need to give you a synopsis for The Hate U Give? I don't think so. This is cliche because I feel like this is like the book everyone knows, but it is my favorite book, I guess, about the Black teen experience. Your favorite book by a Black author, so I guess any kind of book. So I'm going to have to go with another cliche answer, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. You also don't need the synopsis for this from me. At this point, I've read it twice, and I loved it both times, so I feel like I can't claim another book as a favorite. So yeah. And obviously it's one of my favorite books of all time. So yeah, the second book, we don't talk about it, but this book, I love it. The next question is to recommend a Black and queer book. For this, I will be recommending The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Junauda Petrus. I just read this, so it's like fresh in my mind. This follows 2 girls who are coming to terms with their queerness at the same time as one of them is dealing with an illness. And I just talked about this in my June wrap-up if you're interested in like a full review. But it's written so beautifully. It deals with so many topics, and I feel like such a good, healthy way, and I really enjoyed this story. Recommend a book with a Black person on the cover. So I realized as I was looking through my books, or like the books that I've read to like do this, I realized that a lot more books have Black people on the cover. Like the majority of the books that I've read, the Black person was on the cover. Especially if they were like relatively recent releases. I feel like from 2018 on, like it's much more likely. But yeah, so anyway, back to recommendations. So I'm gonna rec 2 books because I can, and there are no rules. They're both arcs that I read as arcs, and I feel like I just didn't promote them as much. Like I read and reviewed them, but I feel like they need more of me to talk them up more. So the first one is Who Put This Song On by Morgan Parker. I read this, I wanna say last year, and I actually read it during a reading vlog when I was I'm still doing them, but I'm not really doing them, in one of my reading arcs by Black authors. This is about a Black teenage girl who lives in like a white suburban area, and she's like really struggling with being the only Black face in a sea of white, and she's dealing with depression and how that is looked upon within her Black family. She's kind of like alternative, so she's dealing with that, and I just thought it was like really good exploration of that. And the other one is When You Are Everything by Ashley Woodfolk. This is about a friendship breakup. We follow, I forgot the main character's name, but we follow a girl who at the beginning of the story, we know that she's not friends with her best friend anymore, and we don't know why. And she's like struggling on like figuring out how to live life now that she doesn't have someone she's like been connected to for so long. So yeah, we follow that, and we also see like what led them to their friendship breakup, and I thought it was really, really good. Recommend a book by a Black author that makes you happy. Once again, I got 2 of them. So the first one is I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest. I feel like I've talked about this relatively recently, but this follows a Black ballerina, and she wants to like pursue ballet as a career. She wants to move to New York City, and to do this, she needs to audition for like her dream ballet company, but her mom does not want her to do that. So her mom forbids her from auditioning, but when her mom ends up going on a vacation without her, she decides to take that as an opportunity to go on a road trip to go to this audition. But as she's about to leave, her annoying neighbor sees her and is like, "What are you doing?" And he ends up coming along for the ride, and it's like that kind of road trip. And it's so fun, it's so cute, and it's just like fun and bubbly and lighthearted. There is like one like sadder point. The main character's father passed away when she was young, but it's not about that. It's just an aspect of her, and the whole like cute romance, seeing her or reading about her doing ballet, it was so good. And the other book I want to recommend is Dear Haiti, Love Elaine by Micah Moulet and Maritza Moulet. I feel like I still don't know if I'm saying their last name right. But anyway, this follows Elaine, who gets in trouble for a prank at school. So her parents send her to Haiti to stay with her aunt, and her mom is also there because of a different incident kind of thing. And so it's about Elaine like learning about her family history in Haiti and just like being Haitian American. And if you don't know, I'm Haitian American. My parents immigrated from Haiti when they were teenagers. I was born in America. So her experience is my experience. I mean, that specific aspect, not everything else, because we're obviously different people. But just reading this also made me happy because it's kind of the first time I feel like really represented. I haven't read about a second generation Haitian immigrant, is what I was trying to say. I don't know. Like she wasn't raised in Haiti. So yeah, I thought that was a really interesting aspect, and it was nice to see like the food that we eat and just like random bits of Creole in there. And the main character is really funny as well. There is like a depressing aspect. I don't know. There is a sadder aspect to the story because she is dealing with something with her mom. I don't want to spoil it, but that is in there. But overall, the story is really funny, and it does have a good balance. The next prompt is to recommend some Black booktubers. So I'm going to recommend 4. First, we have Jessica Nicole Dickerson, who tagged me. So I want to recommend her channel. She just has such like a happy vibe and energy. Her excitement will make you want to read whatever she's talking about just because she just seems so excited about it. Next, we have Brittany from Melanin Eclectic. She does makeup book chats where she creates a makeup book based on the book that she's currently reviewing. And she also does a lot of bullet journal videos because she has her own like stationery shop and she sells stickers. Mel the Raven Girl, I discovered her most recently, I think, even though it wasn't that recent, I guess. She does very thoughtful reviews, and if you like my calm demeanor, I don't know, I get that a lot, then I think you will like her channel as well. And lastly, I want to recommend Kiana. Her channel is Key Read That. She reads a lot of romance novels, so if you're interested in romance, then I think she would be a good person to follow. Talk about a book that is coming out in 2020. I would just say Legendborn again, but I did just talk about that in the mid-year book freakout tag, so I'm trying to do like new books. So I found another book. So this book is Charming as a Verb by Ben Philippe. We're sticking with the Haitian American theme here. This is about, I forgot the main character's name, but he's always been the good Haitian son, and he is like the resident dog walker for his rich white neighbors. And I want to say it was Upper West Side New York. It's in New York, in Manhattan. I really should have written down the synopsis. I'm doing great here. But he's a dog walker for the rich white neighbors. But I guess his dog walking business is kind of a sham or something. It's not really explained in the synopsis. But also the main character is considered to be like very charming and like I guess can get people to do what he wants. But the one person it doesn't work on is this girl who finds out that his business is not what he says it is or something. And so she like blackmails him into helping her change her image at school. And I think probably it's like some kind of romance with them. and it sounds really fun and cute, and I want to read it. And the last question is to tag some Black booktubers. So I'm just going to do the people that I mentioned as recommendations, but I know that 2 of them have already done it. 2 of them I could not see have done it, so Kiana and Mel the Raven Girl are tagged. And if you're watching this and you're Black and you haven't been tagged, consider yourself tagged by me. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up in the comments down below. Let me know what is your favorite book by a Black author. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. My social media is also in the description box below. I have Twitter, Goodreads, and Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. My cat is there. He's really cute, I promise. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!